Hey guys, this is Luna and welcome to a new video. Today we're reviewing Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder, it's seen as a game that it's ending of an era. It's believed to be one of the last Mario game, or if the last Mario game on the Nintendo Switch before a Switch Pro or a next gen Nintendo console comes around. We don't really know what's going on with it. A lot of people are teasing for a Switch Pro to come. I'm hoping we get that because I think the Switch is still perfectly fine. So let's get into it.
Have a great time.
From the moment you launch the game, it's very colorful, very bright, gets in your face. Just like any Mario game that you would start, just like 3D World was. You get to choose how many players can play, and then obviously you choose your character and you have your usual Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach. I think you have a couple different colorful Toads, you have Daisy, and then you have Yoshi, which is basically if you play as one of the Yoshis, you get the chance to not to die. So they're basically like, if you choose the Yoshis, it's easy mode. If you have kids, I would probably recommend them using Yoshi and maybe you using another character. Basically, it's all about helping this little caterpillar character who is the prince of this flower kingdom, and Bowser obviously is taking over, just like every Mario story that you can remember, I guess. So you have like a small map when you start, and then you proceed into the worlds that have been taken. So you have like 2-3 levels before you actually get. It's a bit of a training, practice type of level. The course of every level is basically you're going through your obstacles, whichever kind of theme of the world it is. So if there's a magma one, a volcanic thing, you're gonna have to deal with magma and obviously burn your butts alive. So a usual Mario thing, there's gonna be a snowy level with ice. There's gonna be your nice starting levels that look a bit more normal, like classic Mario games. During the levels, you're gonna happen to bump into a Wonder Seed, and the Wonder Seed are basically seeds that you need to get as many as you can. There's usually like 2 per level, and you get given one most times at the end of a level, regardless if you get the other one. It's not complicated to get like a good number of these flower seeds. It's like anything you would expect in a Mario game, but kind of like think about if Mario and Luigi had eaten really weird mushrooms. The game is very weird. It can get very weird at times, to the point when you're like, what is this? And at first it's gonna make you kind of question how good this game is, because there's like that many things happening sometimes that you get not overwhelmed, but you do get a bit, you're kind of starting to feel like it might be too much out of a Mario game. But despite the first few opinions that me and my boyfriend had, we kind of kept going, and we played most of Mario Wonder through the holidays. We only finished it recently because we wanted a break from it. What I want to mention that kept me going was the level variety. I knew that whatever we were gonna play, it wasn't gonna be like Mario Wonder because it was new. The levels are incredibly done well. Whoever is worked on the level designs should be praised, because I know a lot of people didn't like it that I talked about it with. A few members of my family thought it's not really a good Mario game, and they played a lot of Mario games as well. I genuinely didn't mind it. It's not the best Mario game. Mine would probably be 3D World. I enjoy 3D World a lot, but this comes close. This comes really close. Again, like I wanted to mention, the character variety is something that you need in every Mario game. There's not many characters now in the Mario universe that you want a different character than Mario sometimes. I like that your usual coins that you get. There was this purple looking coins additional to the normal coins, and those were used for the shop that you would like find around the world. And with these purple coins, you would possibly get, you could buy more lives, which we did a lot just in case. We would buy power-ups, which again, the power-ups make the game a lot easier. So once you kind of burst through the first world and maybe the second world, you start to get a good amount of power-ups. So what you thought the game would be very hard, it becomes easier with the power-ups, and even the game will tell you might be best using this power-up. We didn't really care for them. We only played with a couple ones that we felt like, that you could jump higher. Any power-ups that were movements, me and my boyfriend used, but the other ones we were not that fussed. There were ones that we were like, this is already chaotic enough. If we start using these power-ups, we want to get out of these levels. So there were a lot of things that can help you in this game. We played together, and the game, most of the time in other Mario games, when you play together, it feels like you're gonna get in each other's ways. But this one, actually, it makes you work together. So one person has to pull like a string from the wall to like lift the stairs, and then the other one will jump over, and then the person with the strings will try and pull it as much as they can, and then they'll jump over as well. So it's not really getting into each other's ways. I think it works. I think it's a fantastic way to harmonize each other. The only level, and this is the level we struggled a lot with, that we can remember, because I was just on the phone with my boyfriend and was saying, what level do you remember struggling on? And we remember the same level, and it was like a musical level where we basically had to jump over the blocks and get to the end, but these blocks were timed, so they went along with the rhythm of the song. So because of that, we were also getting distracted, because every time your crown swaps, so every time whoever is in front, the crown will swap. Whenever it's doing that, the characters will be doing their, cheerful thing, the Mario thing, and we kept laughing because it were happening so often that we were running after each other to get at the end of the level that we couldn't focus, and also because unless it's a moving level, which you'll have to keep going and keep going, when you reach the screen, obviously you won't go forward unless the person is near you. So we struggled a lot on that level, because one was trying to get to the ending point, we were trying to get to the finish, and basically the other person was holding us back. We didn't really take it the wrong way. We were laughing ourselves. I don't think we ever laughed that much during a Mario level ever, not even throughout that whole game. So it was one of those things where yeah, the level was difficult, but it was still fun to play. And once we were okay, let's just hold our breath, take a 5 minutes break, go back onto it and stop laughing, because that's why we were failing so much. And after that, we made it. I know one of us died. I don't know if me who got to the end, and we did it. So long one person gets to the end, then that's fine. Obviously both of them would get out. And that was the only level we really struggled with. If you're looking for a competition with someone else in your house, this isn't the game, because you're gonna have to work together, not against each other. There were levels in between that they were kind of filling the gaps. They were either levels to search 5 wonder seeds, and you had to use whatever power-ups you had learned recently to kind of get to them, or there were the break time levels, which were the most fun, because every 2-3 levels you get a break time level. And a break time level is basically like the title says, it's break. So it's a very simple level that lasts you like 2 minutes. And basically what you do is you get the Wonder Seed and you kind of relax until the level and you know you're done. And then you go back on your grind. And they're basically additional Wonder Seeds that you need to have to unlock a path. So whether you want to do it or not, even if you get every Wonder Seed every level, you're still gonna have to do these break levels and these search levels and whatever. Obviously, if you're looking for other levels, do it, because there's some hidden levels that you won't see unless you travel. You kind of walk around the map. So in deserty kind of looking map, we looked everywhere because every time we'd move, a level would pop up, and so or the shop or whatever. So if you're playing through the game, please have a good walk around the map and get your hidden coins, hit the blocks and everything. But just be aware that there's some levels that are hiding and that you need to find. Another highlight of the game for me, and my boyfriend said that as well, we weren't really bothered about this caterpillar prince, but the flower that basically stays with you throughout the whole levels.
Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! Way to pull! Mess with things like that. You never know.
It was super fun and engaging. During levels where you're falling or there's boulders coming at you and whatever's happening, he'll scream his lungs out to make you laugh. He'll be hidden wherever he's hidden, and then when you find me, he'll be like, hey, hello. And so he's very cute and he's everywhere in these levels.
I want to be tall like that mushroom.
And he kind of drops hints here and there as well. He's quite fun, and I think he sounds a lot like Goku from Dragon Ball.
Ready to ride?
He does. I mean, if you hear him, he sounds like a higher pitched version. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the power-ups. So you have your usual fire Mario and all that. You have the stars. So you have that. Sometimes you do get to see them, not as much. Maybe I remember seeing the stars 3-4 times throughout the whole game. You get this new power-up where you become an elephant, and obviously this was a highly promoted when Mario Wonder was coming out, and I don't think people liked it a lot, but I enjoyed it. Basically every time you see water, your elephant trunk will fill with water, and then you can splash water at people, or if there's a path that it's too hot, you can just put it down with water. I think it was incredibly smart. Obviously there's a bubble one as well, which was a bit more kind of useless, but basically your character will become kind of pink purple and they'll just drop bubbles around and even make them with their mouth. And it was still nice, but it wasn't as good as the elephant. Obviously the elephant's supposed to be a tank. Well, that one was kind of like the fire one, but a bit more useless. There's obviously the jumping glide thing that you can do. There's a jump off walls. Everything is there. It's a Mario game. You're gonna get what you get. If this is the way the Switch life is gonna end with this Mario game being one of the last one, or if the last one. I know there's Mario vs. Donkey Kong that just came out, which I think is a remake. So it's not practically a new game. We're gonna have to see how Princess Peach Showtime is. Honestly, if you gave Mario Wonder a chance and you dropped it, I highly recommend going back to it. Just because we were the same. We were kind of like, I don't know if this is better than 3D World. And 3D World is still my favorite. And like I said, whoever did the level design needs a praise because it's impressive. It's anything, like, it's non-stop fun. Something's always happening in this game. There's not really much else to say, and the characters that you're helping with, you know, with their flower heads, they're really cute. So what else do you want? Play with your kids. I highly recommend it. or play with your boyfriend like I did. Play with your friends. There's an online mode, so if you have your friends, go and play online. And I hope I can play with more people one day, because I don't know how it's gonna be with like 4 or 3 players. So there you go, that's my honest opinion about Mario Wonder. It's worth the praise that it got, and I honestly were a little skeptical at first. That's one of the best thing about it, is no speedrun crap that I can remember. It works. Not every game needs a speedrun mode, let's be honest. Thank you for watching again. I hope you had a good start of the year, and go play Mario Wonder. What are you waiting for?